In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage customer overpayments in Wave. For this demonstration, I set up a customer invoice with $300 due from the customer. And if this customer overpays, so for example, let's say they paid $400, I would go ahead and record the payment of $400. So when I choose record payment, it automatically pre-fills with the amount of the invoice, but I just change this to the amount of the actual payment. And then under method, I would put what the payment method was. And then I would put what account it was being deposited to. And I could add notes if I wanted as well. I'm going to go ahead and submit this. And now here on this invoice screen, it shows me that there's a negative $100 due from this customer. And it gives me an option to manage the overpayment. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And you can see that it shows me the $100 overpayment. And if I click on method, it gives me some options. I can record a refund. And I would choose the method of the refund, whether it was a check or cash, credit card. Or I can choose transfer to credit. If I choose this option, it's going to give a customer credit to apply to any future invoices for that customer. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if I show a refund back to the customer. And then I'm also going to show you what it would look like if I gave a customer credit. So first, I'm going to go ahead and choose check to show that I'm writing a check back to this customer. I would put what account it's coming from, and then I would submit. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to go look at the bank transactions so you can see what that looks like. There's the invoice payment, which is a deposit or positive $400. And then here's the refund back to the customer. And if I go to the customer, under invoices, it just shows the normal invoice of $300. Okay, now I'm going to change that. I'm going to delete that activity. So I'm going to go back to the bank transactions. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this refund so that I can do this all over again. So I'm going to go back to the invoice screen, choose all invoices, and you can see that I'm back to having a $100 overpayment from this customer. I'm going to go ahead and click on Manage Overpayment. And this time I'm going to choose to transfer to customer credit account to apply to a future payment. And I'm going to go ahead and submit. Okay, let me go to that customer. Okay, now that I'm back in the customer, I'm going to go ahead and create a new invoice. So if, for example, this customer came back, they needed more services, I would create a new invoice. I'm going to make this one $200. And I would save and continue just like any other invoice, approve the draft. Now I'm going to go ahead and record a payment. Now you can see when I go to record a payment, there's this option here that says customer credit, and it gives me the account. It gives me the $100 that the customer has available as a customer credit. But it does give me this error message here because it won't let me create a $200 payment with the customer credit if the customer credit is only $100. So what I want to do here is change this to $100 so that I can use up that $100 customer credit. I'm going to go ahead and submit this and close it. So now you can see that there's a $100 payment, and then the customer is going to have to pay the other $100. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the customer account so I can see what that looks like. So now the customer has paid the $300 invoice and they've paid $100 of this new $200 invoice using that overpayment. So if you have an overpayment, you can apply it to the next invoice. And that's all I wanted to cover in this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and thank you for watching.